dis-lui de ramener une grosse batterie aussi.
De ces tarifs et donc à nous défendre et nous protéger. Voilà ce qui nous...
I don't believe in a financial crisis because I mentioned the 0.3% growth. The country is rich, the country is growing, the country is managed, it is under control, and France's businesses are doing their job. In short, these uncertainties that everyone sees, and I spoke this morning with 2 European counterparts, are resulting in an increase in the cost of financing the debt. And that's very annoying, because behind it is the cost of financing the economy. This is why it is important, as quickly as possible, to remove these uncertainties. And I am convinced that at that point, the interest rate gap with Germany, the cost of our debt, will decrease, just as it decreased when we were appointed at the end of last year. That's why this work must be put in place urgently, definitively, or at least sustainably, and reassuringly, for financial markets. I mean that in terms of our debt and our deficit. We are on the markets very regularly with the General Directorate of the Treasury, and we have no difficulty financing our economy. I want to reassure you on that. I can tell you that by 2025, we're on target. We'll have a 5.4% deficit, down from nearly 6% last year. The revenues are there, and spending is under control. We've implemented 3 cooling plans because spending must absolutely be under control. And I'm going to surprise you, but I'm convinced that by 2026, and on time, we'll have a budget that will allow us to reach a 4.6% deficit, and therefore stay on track with the plan we set out to achieve. Following September 8th, when confidence vote in government will take place, and again, whatever the vote, what will happen? We will continue to build the budget for 2026. First, I want to reassure you. We have been working on this budget for several months at Bercy, Finance Ministry. It is almost ready. The texts will be ready. And depending on the decisions that are made, it will be submitted to Parliament in early October. But above all, the current government will dialogue with the parties, since the reality will not change. There is no majority in the National Assembly, and therefore, the text that will be voted on will be the result of a compromise that will be reached between the common core parties and the government parties with whom we are in constant dialogue.